Get to work. That's what we're gonna do.
Absolutely.
So you're representing the 2K community right now. If there's anything you could ask Mike, what would it be?
It's all gonna be things you can't say, like when's it dropping, like I need to know everything, man. Like, hey, Mike, just want you to know you are appreciated. I know the devs don't hear that all the time, but I know you be working day in and day out.
Appreciate it, Agent. What kind of questions are you asking specifically?
Like, yo, when's the game release? Is it gonna release for PS4? When's the PS5 gonna release? Is there gonna be gameplay differences?
Well, I can't talk about release dates yet. A little bit later than usual, I'll say that.
Yeah.
For next gen, we're talking next gen. Game.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just
it's the 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight.
David. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They'll go backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with B. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. There's Anthony Jokic, the big man. And it's Porter at the 3. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
You were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say. And let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase. Yes. December, that's about your 5th year marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Oubre passes to B. Rubio outside. It's up a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Great season for the Nuggets last year, winning the Northwest Division. A tough way to go out in the postseason for them as they lost to the Portland Trailblazers. But overall, a terrific direction and lots of room to grow that has them excited about the Denver Nuggets competing at an elite level this season.
Closing in on 2 minutes play. You know, Brent, for what the Nuggets did last season, they showed they're going to be a factor for years to come.
Well, they had big wins over a lot of key opponents last year. I mean, really stepping up to the level of their competition. And they demonstrated that they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference. But there is room to grow. Hopefully that motivation is something that gets them to the next level.
And here are the Suns. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Back to Oubre. Millsap with the steal. Here's Murray. Another shot. Porter kicks to Millsap. Shoots over Oubre. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Porter.
Even though Paul Millsap can spread the floor for you, that mid-range jumper is becoming a weapon.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And it's blocked.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Porter.
Last year being the 9th straight year, the Phoenix Suns and the fans in the desert have missed playoff basketball. You have to like the young, talented group they're starting to assemble here and maybe settling in on the coach who will remain here to see it through.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The second shot opportunity. No good. Shot missing. And it's Denver the other way. And here comes Harris in the fast break. Took him no time at all.
Confidence that Gary Harris is playing with right now. He is ready to shoot once that ball touches his wrist.
And of course, they also need to get the chemistry right in Phoenix too.
And I wonder how much of these coaching changes just haven't allowed some of those combinations to really come together. Some of the lottery picks have outperformed others, and they've lacked a lot of glue guys to make up that difference.
And the first one drops.
So so many finishers on this Denver Nugget team and a great second unit that comes in and changes the pace. It's the passing that really helps that Denver Nugget offense get into a flow and make them very difficult to guard. Not a surprise they were second in assists last year.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Millsap covering. Here's B. Used the shot put to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And Brett, when you take a look at the Nuggets, it's almost as if every bucket comes from that extra pass.
Yeah, the team was in the middle of the road last year in terms of their new threes, but second in threes that they were switching on, so ball movement imperative to the success of their offense. And of course, we know it kind of starts there. Up there, Kevin.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Murray, the pass to Millsap. It's the free kick. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Passes it to Jokic.
Anything to fall.
Here's Booker, and that's two by Booker.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Stolen by Rubio. Basket counts. Rubio's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Murray, the pass to Jokic, pulls it from the elbow, and that one drops.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Here's B. Second chance shot, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it on the score.
Porter will roll up. Suns leading by 8. To the inside. No good from B.
He's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Here's Murray. It's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And with a quick break in the action, let's now take a look at the top rookie free throw shooters in the NBA. Michael Porter, 4th.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
B. Millsap covering. Ayton. And he uses the glass on the way.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
To the middle. Here's B. Good. Nice assist from Booker. That's 10 points for B.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by B.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that. Cost you another play.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle hit for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Nuggets now. The Nuggets trail by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Knocked away. One-on-one here. Here's Booker. At number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Tremendous boys on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle with bad.
Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Monte Morris is out there with Murray, and it's Porter at the 3 spot. That's the dude in the game for the Nuggets.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite to your rotation.
Throws it from beyond the arc.
Murray enjoying destroying his defender on that one, creating the pass and making more pace.
And that is the pass to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The pass to Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. No guys really jawing each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical infraction?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it. And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement, criteria is a little bit confusing until I can see them get after it.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
So that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Jokic. Looking to end his first down. It's tipped, and they hit it. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. They're down with that shot. 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, you think about the season that Millsap was injured 2 years ago, how much that took away some development. And a year later, Denver does some great things with Millsap in the lineup, and they re-sign him this offseason thinking they can take another step. And Paul Millsap, such a good, solid defender and scorer, was devastating for them in the playoffs and a source of valuable offense on that end. Paul Millsap, the veteran and the adult in the room for this Denver team.
Launches a 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
His shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but you trust him enough. Keep going to him. See if he can find him.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. And for Millsap, he's a vocal leader when he's on the floor.
But his defensive numbers were so off the charts when he played in Atlanta for the Hawks alongside Al Horford. That's the reason I think that Tim Connelly and the Denver Nuggets looked at the addition of Paul Millsap, providing them foundation on a nightly basis. He could be the concrete for them on the defensive end of the floor.
Murray against Johnson. That's the free fly. Again, Millsap missing. Phoenix leading by 17. In the corner, it's Oubre. Off target with his 3. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. The last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. We're one of 7 kids, homeschools, they all play ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
And whether or not he's making shots, you have to love what Kelly Oubre brings on defense.
Yeah, the versatility on the defensive end, maybe to a point, Kevin, where he can guard the 1 through 4 position has this coaching staff excited.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Morris against Rubio. Morris passes to Jokic. Porter kicks to Morris. Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver. Suns leading by 18. Rubio dishes to Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Murray surveying the D from 13 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Inside and stolen by Murray. Near the front line, it's Porter and some very quick points on that possession. Porter's got 8 points.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. And he's been impressive shooting the ball during the second. He didn't get a ton of touches last year, which was interesting for a #1 pick. But Ayton, as a rookie, had a very, very underrated first season in Phoenix.
Gary Harris is checked in for the Nuggets. And Phoenix also making a switch. Murray's checked in.
2018, the first name called in the draft was one DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
Rubio. Ayton, the pass to B. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And with Ayton last season, he just stuck to what he does best. Also, that helped him keep his turnovers down.
Yeah, going to work on the block and having isolations like that, Kevin, will help a big player not have a lot of turnovers. I don't think we saw a lot of double teams last year, and that helped with his efficiency. But sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Porter. Brett, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Jameer, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, but he was.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have.
Back to Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot.
Martin surveying the floor with 1 on the clock. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. I'll look at the... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. B out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in the 3 spot. And the call off against Jokic. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Suns lead by 22. And here's Rubio. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game. Murray outside. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Ayton. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Millsap. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. A nice shot by Booker.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Denver's shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. The feed now to Millsap. And the layup is good. Millsap's got 11 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. There were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, and the lines of the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is stretching.
There's one athletic young player, Murray, making those dunks look easy.
Has to be. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
Paul Millsap picks one up.
And this was last year, second to last in defensive rating.
Well, a lot of that was points off the turnovers. They just could not take care of the basketball. A lot of teams feasting on young players and inexperienced players getting a lot of minutes for the Phoenix Suns.
Booker against him. Deep 2 from Murray. Good. Gets the assist. And that's 10 points for Jamal Murray.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting.
Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns' offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along, maybe since Kevin Durant.
Some solid defense from Bean. Suns leading by 23. Down low. And it's sent back by Millsap.
As soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocked it.
And the basket by Harris.
Kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Bean. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And there's the call on DeAndre. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. Monte Morris is checked in for Harris.
Monte Morris.
And here are the Nuggets now. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Porter. He's covered by 8. Clock at 4. And Paul Millsap. The bucket on the assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Inside. Porter with a block.
And you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Whoops. Caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And finish that by Porter.
No doubt he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Porter. Denver passing it around. Fades. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. B's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Ayton dishes to Booker. Here's B, and a strong finish with two hands.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Murray against Rubio. Jokic passes to Millsap. It's deflected. Tries again. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
To the inside. Here's Millsap. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. It's good. Phoenix leading by 23. Here's B, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Murray with it. He's got 10. From the arc. And again, Denver with the triple.
Terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's B, and he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Murray against Rubio. Here's Jokic, and he overshot that one, missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Goes back up. No good from B.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Murray outside. Number 3 off target. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. No good from Booker.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And again, Denver, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. B, the pass to Ayton. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he gets it back. The Nuggets are really having a tough go here. Now here's Murray. 13 points in the game. And that one's good. Listen.
He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their two bigs, Jokic and their
Suns leading by 13. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Here's the pass to Millsap. Rebound by the Suns. Keeps moving right along. 2 minutes gone so far. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You get a feeling like that play was designed for Will Barton to get contact and get himself to the free throw line.
Brent, on both ends of the floor, Will Barton is an effective spark plug for this team.
Yeah, he can fire you up out there, Kevin. He can do some things, obviously, defensively to get the team going and igniting the fast break. And then offensively, I know Mike Malone might not agree with all of the choices from Will Barton, but when he gets it going, it's an extra spark for this Nuggets squad.
That free throw, no good.
Well, one thing that Nuggets fans can rest easy on is this team has its core in place.
No doubt about that. There's a lot to like about the future of the Denver Nuggets with Jokic at that center position and the huge extension signed this offseason by Jamal Murray. That's a fantastic duo between your 5 and your point guard to build on.
Here's B. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Oh, Millsap picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
Murray finds Harris. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Harris. And another miss by Denver. And all the system changes have really affected the Suns' scouting department.
It's really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
And right now, at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
B, the pass to Booker. Rubio with it. B, Millsap covering. Here's B. It's not going to go for it. Good work defensively by Millsap. To the right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. There's a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Craig. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one misses. Then a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and or you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA. And for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take it. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
Get over, hold the trigger.
Passes it to Jokic, launches it. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big-time investment from the Nuggets this offseason, and what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
Time to shoot. Fires the three. Rebound by B.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're
they're in control.
It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP ends up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to. So in this past season, what it was that Giannis did, not only with Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator to that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston, again with James Harden. I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer. Pass to Millsap. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Booker. Harris passes to Millsap, trying to end the drought, and it's blocked. And out of bounds, the Nuggets able to retain possession. And the Suns here with a different look. That's good from Plumlee. You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Rubio against Jokic. Shoots over Rubio, and good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
To the middle, here's Ayton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ayton's got 12 points here in the second half. Denver's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Morris into the lane.
It's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
To the paint, here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
Barton against Booker. Looking to get back on track here. Barton no longer. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jokic with the steal. Morris kicks to Jokic. Back to Morris. Feeds it to Plumlee. Some solid defense from B.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Morris. And the pass to Jokic. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest? Is it?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
At the line for your Nuggets, Monte Morris. At the line for two.
Free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Carter. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, this is Kenny, man. Great job creating those second chance opportunities. How much of that was your game plan versus you just going out in full beast mode?
Kenny, man, I'm always in beast mode, you feel me? That's my natural state. And to your point, yeah, we came looking to set the tone, but to be more physical team, man. And the only way you can do that is with hard work. That's something our fans appreciate. They know basketball, and they know how much we sacrifice for this game.
Well, you gotta stay in beast mode then, brother.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, V.
You must be looking forward to facing those guys again.
You know what? I don't know about that. We respect every team in this league. Tonight was just one of those nights where everything was working for us and none was working for them. That happens sometimes. It doesn't mean we got their number or anything, all right? They got a bunch of good players over there, and we still respect them.
Congrats on the win, Che.
Thanks, Patty. I appreciate that.
You look like you were really focusing on setting up your teammates tonight. Was that a point of emphasis for you, or more a matter of making the right play at the right time?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a point of emphasis, really. But we stress ball movement on this team. It's a key component to winning, and that's what we're all about.
You must be happy with the win, then.
Oh, no doubt. You gotta take on that W for the fans. It gives them something to brag about at work tomorrow. So you want to do ranch barbecue, blue cheese. Oh.
Che, what up?
What's up, Don?
Hey, man. Good to see you.
Doing? Good to see you too, man.
Hey, look, I just booked you an interview on Hank in the Hornet.
Word?
Yeah.
Hey, Hank in the Hornet, man, that's dope. I love those guys.
Right? They're awesome.
Yeah.
Look, a couple of talking points I wanted to go over. Nothing big. Just, you know, feel free to drop it into the conversation wherever it feels like natural.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So, 3 things. First of all, you only wear Adidas. Obviously, that's your shoe. Second, mention the stripes. Logo, branding, Adidas equals stripes, right? Third, you could throw in something about looking up to James Harden or Damian Lillard. That would be great. They're our signature athletes. Sound good?
So I just drop that stuff in whenever I can?
As naturally as you can, whenever you can. Above all else, we just want you to be authentic. Just be yourself. You'll be great.
For sure. I'll see you later, Don.
All right.
Okay, we are now joined in studio by a very special guest.
The studio's buzzing here,
Exactly,
Hank.
it sure is. Yeah, you know him as the freshest face of your favorite basketball team, but around here we just call him Che. And Che, welcome into the show. It's great to have you here. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you are essentially brand new, and you're pretty new to the league. What is it that you think is your favorite part about going pro so far?
Honestly, it's playing in front of the fans. You know, I've always been a big performance guy, so being in that arena with 20,000 people is wild, man, but I really love it. I really do.
Yeah. Chef in the kitchen gonna cook.
Dude, you are crazy.
You don't even know the half of it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Jay.
So, Che, is there anything you're especially looking forward to in your first season as pro?
Yeah, you gonna buy a boat? A yacht. Gotta get that yacht.
You know, I'm geeked about getting the new Adidas shoes as soon as they drop. You know, you gotta love the iconic 3 stripes, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, as soon as those drop, I get them and it's fresh.
Hey, flavor on his feet, he can't be beat.
I like that, man.
Thanks, man. I just can't. I come up with these things kind of spontaneously. So
yeah.
He does.
Okay, I'm told we have time for one more question. So, Che, who would you say are your basketball heroes?
Okay, well, how much time we got?
Well,
not much, Jay. Keep it moving.
Gotta go.
Okay, well, real quick, I'm gonna have to go with Kobe, MJ, LeBron. You know, I'm a big fan of the legends, so those guys who I, aspire to be.
Che, that's all the time we've got for you today, but thank you so much for joining us here, and good luck to you on the rest of your season.
Congrats on all the success, Jay.
Hey, man, Hank and Hornet, you guys are the best, man.
Oh, I love that. Cart that up. So next on Hank and the Hornet, we'll be taking your calls.
Always a risky proposition, Hank.
Certainly is. But first, a word from our sponsors. You need some cash out of your house? How about a reverse mortgage? They can set you up at Walker & Associates.
Hey, look, I was house poor before I called them. Now, house rich.
Wow. It's one phone call that does it all. Walker & Associates will set you up with a little bit of money coming your way out of your house.
Hi, welcome to Swags. My name's Casey. Feel free to take a look around and let me know if you need anything.
All right, cool, thanks. Hey, is it cool if I try this on?
Of course. Fitting room's in the back. I like it. Great choice.
Got it. Ready to go.
Perfect. See you next time.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Glad you made it in.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to be on my own My Team car.
Feel free to change into uniform and meet me over by the photo wall when you're ready.
Gotcha.
Looks great. Check it out.
Yeah, let me check it out. Oh, this is dope, right? Yeah.
So when you're ready, come on over and check out a video and see what we're all about.
Got you.
My Team is a fantasy mode where you build a team with all of your favorite NBA players, both present and past. Customize your team with your own logo, uniform, and arena, all built to your taste. Unlock new, better players to improve your team as you win games and flex your might on the court. Challenge yourself by competing online against others or play solo against a CPU in 6 different game modes. These game experiences will offer unique gameplay suited to your style. On top of all of that, My Team will remain fresh all season long as new players, card packs, and gameplay challenges are constantly being added to keep you on the edge of your seat. Now, the time has come for you to redeem your free pack of players to get you started. Pick from one of 5 NBA legends, and we'll give you a free evolution card that upgrades as you play. The 250K Unlimited Tournament is back. Last year, one My Team player claimed $250,000 and a trip to the NBA All-Star Game. This year, could it be you? Head over to the My Team Unlimited game mode to see if you have what it takes.
Good stuff, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, see you soon.
Cool. I'm looking for some new kicks. Thought I'd come and see what's up.
Hey, great. Let me know how I can help.
Can I try these on?
Yeah, no problem. Those look awesome. Great choice. Good choice. Good choice. Excellent pick. Those look really good. You gonna wear those out?
Got to get back out there, bro. Thanks.
You got it.
What's been your focus going into the year?
How can we make the game fun? You know, I know that sounds kind of dumb, but a lot of times from the dev standpoint, we're like, how can we make the game more realistic, or how can we make it look more like what we see on TV? And sometimes those things aren't equal, right? Sometimes a really fun game is not necessarily the most realistic game. So we went through through a lot of just different meetings and the design ideas of like, well, what's not fun in 2K?
Well, today's big news is the injury to Ben Simmons. Looks like it's going to keep him out for a long time, Hornet.
Hate to see a young gun go down.
Yeah,
Phoenix, Arizona, the Destiny. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And CA, take it away.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals.
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. Look at the starters for the Wizards. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Alice Bertans out there with Thomas Bryant. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. B out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's the Suns to start out. High expectations when you're the number 1 overall pick in the draft. You know what?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. Derek Coleman was from Detroit. 2 years earlier, he was the number 1 pick. I've always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was rookie of the year before myself, and the number 1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight. And I was honored to be pick number 1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to flourish in that role.
On kicks to Bertans. Bryant, chip back in for 2.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tipping.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Oubre. An 11-point game for him in the win against Denver. Puts it up. Booker trying to free himself up. They grab the wrong miss. Ayton count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the size, the wingspan, and the athleticism Ayton has is huge. Very strong at rebounding. And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Oubre, good.
Even that one, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ball against Booker. Got a hand on it.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big guy.
And the basket by Rubio. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Here is Bryant after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Just 4 to shoot. And it's good for 2. Beal's got his second bucket.
Well, Beal plays big in the paint. It doesn't matter who's on. He's determined to finish open.
B, the pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's B. No one on him. And it's an easy one. He's got his second bucket tonight. Once again, Shea was named Player of the Week. Great set of games for him. So not exactly, Greg, a surprise.
And what he did for his team the last handful of games can't be measured on just the stat sheet. He was everything you want from a player, and the league rightfully acknowledged that.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Takes it off the glass. He's got his third basket of the night right there. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 2. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Now, here's Oubre. Bradley Beal with a new shot to go.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Wall looking it over. Passes it to Beal. Lets it go from 14. And he drops that one in. Beal's got 6. Here's Beal. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Beal, the pass to Bryant. And it's blocked. Booker outside. He lobs it up. They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Wizards trail by 6. Wall passes to Bryant. Back to Wall. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. He's got 6.
You got to push Wall out of the paint. He's got the explosiveness to wreak havoc.
To the inside. And it's blocked. Here's Wall. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. The pass to Bertens. The kick out to Bryant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Oubre with it. Looking at his point production, it was almost 11 points again. It's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for them.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take.
So it's Washington now. 6-point game. Beal dishes to Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Defended by Booker. Beal can't get it to go.
Mid-range jumpers. That's usually plenty with the defense. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense in no time to react. How about not seven? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. Beal deciding where to go with it. For Booker. The Wizards with another miss. Phoenix leading by 8. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot's good. That's now 8 points for John Wall.
There's no let up in John Wall's attack. He makes his line up and he scores. Showing no signs of letting up. Man, the monster lead here early on. A lot of this is due to the game.
Bryant's shot is good.
This is why you can't leave guys open around him. He'll notice it and exploit it.
Here's B, and it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. Wagner, he's checked in for Washington. Chimura comes in for Davis Bertans. No good from B.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a run.
Here's Wall, and good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Wall's got 10.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
movement here by the Suns. Here's Bean. And that is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bean's got 20 points.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooters.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Hachimura. Yep, that one goes.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Ayton kicks to Bridges. Pass to Rubio. There's the three. No good on that one. And the Wizards now going the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays.
Ugly games. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Rebound by the Suns. He's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've been beating him to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to Suns.
But he gets it back.
The second chance points are a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
And so it's Wall with it, and it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 10. So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Yes, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. Now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I'm still awake.
Have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Wizards trail by 16. So on the floor for Washington. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Thomas Bryant is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Rubio. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Wall. Bryant. It's rebounded by B. He's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside. And the dunk by Booker.
Been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
The pass to Booker. Here's B. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Wizards trail by 20. Down low. And finished off by Bertans.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Goes up high with a two-handed dunk.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not getting the ball. He's passing with a purpose. This lead to scores.
Yep, it counts. Bryant's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the middle. And the basket by Kaminsky. And the Suns lead by 20.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West. early in the season. Taking a look at Phoenix. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference.
And right now for Phoenix, they are, in my eyes, one of the big surprises of the young season. I mean, no doubt the talent was there, but I just didn't think it would come together this fast.
But yeah, you weren't alone in thinking that. But you got to credit the coaching staff. I mean, they've done a terrific job.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
He's covered by Brown. One-on-one here. Here's Wall. And the shot up by Wall.
This is a player who has nights where he can just explode. And we're witnessing a big-time John Wall explosion.
Here's B. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Chet Diallo, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Suns have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And here's Wall outside. Here's Bertans with 3 at the line by Washington.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back.
It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by B. B's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low. Here's Diallo. Here's B. And he makes good on the end. B's got 30.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the double.
Should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Diallo the pass to B. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rubio against Wall. Urginus. They can't stop the run with that one.
He shocked him in foot with his inability to make shots today.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Despite the coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him, and he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
The Suns making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. If you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh my goodness, can he pass that ball? Right now, oh man, 2 of my favorite passes of the game. Some players might wear down during this kind of role. He's only been short.
And Wall kicks to Bertans. Dishes it to Bryant. Passes to Beal. Now, here's Bertans. He's covered by Murray. Bertans' shot is good. Bertans got 6 points in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Oubre. Got a piece of it. The Wizards shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He's off on the first.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Saric checked in for Kelly Oubre. Wagner, he's checked in for Washington. Saric passes to Rubio. That shot missing, and it's Washington the other way. Here's Wall. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now the pass to Beal. 1:49 left in the first half. A putback, great positioning on the putback.
Second chance points again. Huge problem for this team.
1:41 left here in the second. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Outside, Beal. Over in the corner, Brown. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And he gets it to go. Beal's got 8.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
The longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way. That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the ball.
And the shot is good. 10 points for him.
Masterful ball control from Beal right there. Excellent at maneuvering around defense.
A 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And finished off by Beal.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of things.
Here's Beal, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
For Phoenix, they've gone 9 of 13 from the line. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Diallo. Bridges comes in for Saric, as Johnson in for Moore. And then for Washington, Mahinmi comes in for Thomas Bryant. And it's Hachimura in for Brown.
This is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Ball against Rubio. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance. Here's Wall. He's got 18. With 4 seconds on the clock. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about that amazing focus from Wall? Even when the D was roughing him up, he was still attacking the basket, keeping his eyes on.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action.
Killing it tonight, Shea.
Thanks, Coach.
Love the intensity. You get an open look, keep taking it, all right? That's what I want to see. Stay aggressive.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of time.
Best bet, deny him the ball altogether because when he gets it, he can't stop it.
Rubio and Booker. They'll go backcourt. Oubre out there with B. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year. And now he's a superstar.
He just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Wall, and slams it home.
Gotta enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist.
And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game more.
Yeah, well, Beal moves so much on both offense and defense. He's a very active player. He's never passive on the floor. He looks for ways to inject himself into the game.
Inbound pass. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles. But also is now having to play out for that super max contract this year.
And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guy. But with that contract rate comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injury, he might need to change his style just a bit. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Suns leading by 7. 90 seconds now into the second half. Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Ball against Rubio. From free throw range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. He's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board. And it's a big part of what they have the lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Beal dishes to Bryant. Outside, Wall. 13 feet away. Another one falls for Washington.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Inside. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Wizards. Lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And seeing where Washington is, they talked all season about how this year is going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know, talking the talk is easy to carry on. That's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
No good from Booker. Wizards trail by 11. Johns finds Brown. It's deflected. To the paint. Here's Booker. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Washington has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Pass to Bryant to the inside. Wall, no luck.
Guys can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he lights out all of a sudden.
And Ayton throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the top.
That's bringing it down hard. Wall wide open. The Wizards with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Booker the pass to Beal. 11 feet away. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The Suns, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Free throw good from Brown.
And yeah, for Troy Brown Jr., he didn't have a lot of minutes as a rookie. Management wanted to bring him along slowly and let him learn at his own pace.
and 5 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, G.A., I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Perkins, and good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Berton's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feat.
Timeout call, the Suns.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, they'll call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
For John Wall. 7th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no.
He's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been keeping here this quarter.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First one falls for him.
Yeah, and that free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And the Suns call time. So he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Perkins. And finished off by Berton.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And how about that snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
How pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in. Outside Wall. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Phoenix cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter and the quarter of the Wizards. In and forward, it's Hachimura and Berton. All out there with Brown, and it's Wagner in at the center. Ball passes to Wagner. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Bertans kicks to Brown. Here's Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3.
And in the first half, they had some success from beyond the arc, but that hasn't been the case since halftime. That shot has dried up.
Wagner's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Pass to Bridges. As there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What are the keys that you found in succeeding at them?
Well, first I think it's adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You missed the locker room, the camaraderie with all the guys. So you missed the culture. And secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports, and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of every game that he makes. And you can use those teams to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep me just as busy as he was when playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. Here's Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 25 points.
Wall is a blur. His speed is just incredible. Gets to the cup.
And slammed in by Bridges.
Great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Wall passes to Wagner. He kicks it to Brown. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
Marshall Knowles, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki. And that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence. But I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
And that will be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Last season, we got a glimpse of what a Bradley Beal team looks like as he led the way for the Wizards after Wall went down.
And really, Beal took it upon himself to kind of keep this team moving forward. And it was his best season to date. Career highs in scoring, and also was creating more for his teammates and was effort. Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
No, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Wall with the slam. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor,
step-back shot here. The rebound by Phoenix, leading by 16. Here's Rubio. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Washington with the ball. Now Wall. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Rubio. And the Suns lead by 21.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Wall. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's Booker. Off target from the baseline. Wizards trail by 21. To stop the run. And Wall with the slam.
Look at that. That's the exceptional leap of skills of Wall. When he's running to the cup, I know he's trying to ram it down.
Here's B. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. B's got 55.
It's just been one of those nights where he got into the flow of the game and has not lost his touch.
And up the court come the Suns on the break.
them just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ball passes to Hachimura. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile. And I feel like he's putting it all together.
Oubre is checked in for the Suns. Here's B, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris, as the league striking the right balance on fourth down.
Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want to give a weak statement. He knows a weight from a weak.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You got to let me say that. And, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working for the protect.
A nice shot by Booker.
They are just killing on the interior.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And the scary thing is, Hachimura is going to keep getting better. Games like this prove how special he can be.
Oubre passes to B. Hits it again.
He got 61 points.
Yeah, everything is going his way right now. To the key, Bryant. And that one is off. Nice D from B. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? And there's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, invest on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. He's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
And here's Wall. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Oh boy, they really once they had that lead, it was comfortable. They were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Hardy, thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special post-game guest.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA. even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
Yeah, you know what? This might be wrong to say, but the haters out there, I just consider them fans. It's really two sides of the same coin, you know? Anyone who thinks my numbers could be padded, well, check the scoreboard. Who won tonight, Playboy? But anyway, that's old news in a week, because I'm looking to break my season record next time out, you know what I'm saying?
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
No rookie in NBA history has scored as many points in a single game as you did tonight, Jay. That's an incredible accomplishment.
I appreciate that, Patty.
What does an accomplishment like that mean to you, given where you came from at the start of the season?
You know me, Patty. I don't play for individual accomplishments. But anytime you break a record like that, you know, and surpassing a guy like Wilt, it's big. You know, but I think a lot of that comes from just me landing in the right situation. I'm in great hands here, and everyone's helped my game develop to new heights. So it's a team effort, not just me.
Picked a lot of pockets out there. Nice job tonight, Jay.
Thanks, Ted.
Is that something you've been emphasizing more as a team?
Yes, it is. And, you know, we're watching a lot more film, and I think it's getting us a little bit better at reading the offense, and it helped us, you know, get some more passing lanes. Some of it's luck, too. Being at the right place, you know, at the right time kind of thing. But when we're working together as a team, it could be any of us out there. So shouts out to the guys, you know, for doing their jobs, making the right rotations, and putting us in a position to succeed. That's not gonna be really hard. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Somewhere on the strip.
Here he comes.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I want to bring Josh over here. He's got something to talk to you about the Top Takes Daily interview. You remember Josh from Beats?
Yeah, Josh, what's up?
Good to see you again, Jay. Great game tonight.
I appreciate that, Josh.
So Josh has a couple things he wants to go over with you that you could sprinkle into the interview.
Okay.
Well, obviously, only mention this stuff if it comes up organically. We want you to feel comfortable. That's right. There's no benefit from forced plugs.
Of course, of course.
So let's keep the pressure low. Any mention with Beats is a plus. We'd be happy with a simple plug. But if you're feeling up to it, you can throw in some stuff about our tech, too.
Okay, like what?
Right off the top, the noise cancellation feature. We call it Pure Adaptive Noise Canceling, Pure ANC for short. But if you just said noise cancellation, that'd be great. You don't have to live neck deep in the weeds on this one.
Okay, Pure ANC, I got that.
Nice, and I'll have a cheat sheet up there before the interview.
All right, Levi.
And we've also got something else called Fast Fuel, where you get a 3-hour charge in around 10 minutes, but the main plug is noise cancellation. That's what we really love you to hit out there.
Noise cancellation, I got it.
Awesome, great, thanks, Josh. So, if anything comes up, questions, whatever, just tell Levi and he'll let me know.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, let's do it. We know we'll be a rock solid partner, Jay.
All right, brother.
Thanks tonight. All right, sounds good. Get it, Beats? Sounds good?
No, bro. It wasn't good.
Well, it is a special day here today at Top Takes Daily as we are joined live in studio with one of the NBA's brightest new stars, Che. Welcome to the show, Che.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me, Dan.
Of course. Now, you've had to overcome a lot on your path up to the league. We all know about the doubt you faced coming in as a four-year college player. So with that, my first question for you is, how does it feel to silence the haters?
It's all right. You know, I'm more focused on wins and losses right now, and at the moment we're winning, so I'm happy.
How do you maintain that drive, that focus?
I tunnel up. I meditate. You know, I got my beats. You have a fully guaranteed noise canceling algorithm. If you hear anything but your music when you're wearing Beats, you get a full refund.
Wasn't the answer I was expecting.
Hey, expect the unexpected with Beats.
Okay, moving on then. So now that you've established that you belong in the league, what's next for you? What are your goals?
You know, I really don't want to put a limit on it. I think if I continue to work hard, anything's possible. So yeah, maybe that's a goal of mine. Just keep working hard.
Is MVP within reach?
I will say this. If you don't set a high standard for yourself, what's the point? And I'd rather fail at getting to the top than succeed at being mediocre, you know?
Absolutely. So before we wrap things up, one last question for you. We all seem to know a lot about Che the athlete, but what's something we don't know about Che the person?
I'm a music freak, Diane.
Got any favorite artists?
Yes, I do. Kevin Gates, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. You know, they all sound good playing through my Beats headphones. I love these things.
They pay to say that.
Honestly, yeah, they do. But it's not about that. You know, I've been a fan of Beats long before I was one of their athletes. It's a culture thing.
Well, okay then. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today in studio with Che. Che, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is Diane Stone, and you have been watching Top Takes Daily.
That'll be my last game. Good night.